Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you were able, whoops, sorry, I'm like twisted here. We all know that, right, Starlight? So anyway, I hope you're getting out in nature like Starlight is, and it's been one of those upside down days. What can I say? It just kind of started funny, but I am still grinding my way through. We're getting through this day. So anyway, I know we all get those days where it kind of goes upside down a little bit, but we're hanging in there. We're getting through this. So anyway, I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere. And Starlight is such a nature nut, really. I love getting out in nature, and I finally made it out here today. I had a lot of running around to do. So anyway, I hope you're getting out, and I hope that, you're taking good care of yourself, and depending on where you are, make sure, you're getting enough water. Starlight always brings extra water with her, just in case somebody else needs it. So anyway, besides drinking enough water is, make sure, you get some fruit and vegetables. Starlight is a little fruity at times, but we love our fruit and vegetables. So besides that, is if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you could find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus you can give this video a thumbs up, and whoopsie, also you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. This time I have my little dinger bell. Don't forget to push the notification bell. That way you do not miss any of my videos. And also you could share. Sharing is a good thing. We ought to share a little bit more. You could share my videos with anyone. And also don't forget my playlist. Check that out, with different topics, and you never know what is going on in those. Plus, you could find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or Facebook with Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So here we go. I already went over a bridge. I was like, should I even walk over this bridge? Because man, they really ought to update it a little bit. The wood was kind of iffy, so Starlight decided, hey, we'll walk right in the middle where they actually have a wood underneath where they nail all the wood on top. I was like, they really do. They need to redo the bridge, but I walked across. But Starlight was brave. We did make it across safely, and I did pray before I even walked across. So anyway, here we go. Starlight was thinking about making this video for a couple times, and I still got to work on this other video, which I got to get everything set up for that. That will be a fun video. So I did not forget. I just got to get an area where I won't be bothered by any human beings or aliens or any of that, because I really would need it quiet, and I need the space. So I have to pick the right area to do that. So I can't wait. That will be a fun video to do, and something a little different, like a twist to my YouTube channel. And here it's really kind of weird. This is really something here, how all these trees are so different than New York. But anyway, today this is a video mainly for men. So guys, get ready. So you're probably like, oh no, what is Starlight going to talk about now? And it is focused on men. This is kind of a funny topic, so men, please don't get offended at what Starlight is going to say. I know sometimes things might rub people the wrong way, and so this is going to be kind of a funny video for men. So because this is something that happens a lot with Starlight, and I always kind of get a giggle out of this, so I decided, yeah, this would be a great video. This is for guys. Yeah, are you, like, I've noticed out in public as a female, like even before I started my YouTube channel, I've been single for a long time, since 2017. So I've been, like being such a good girl, and, not just having like relationships that don't serve me or anything like that. I've been taking time to heal myself and find out who I really am. I've been doing inner work on myself, and this is pretty much what my YouTube channel is about. So anyway, is because Starlight has been single, and not only because I've been single, since 2017 to now, is even before that time, but really it has more to do with these days now, because I am a different person than who I was before. So, it is funny how this stuff goes as far as being a single lady out in the public, out in the world here. And, I have to say, sometimes, we think maybe because the way this world is that, sometimes you wonder, what is going on with the men and women. I'm actually going to go backwards. We'll go back where we came from. But, it's amazing as me being a single lady, where Starlight is always getting all different kinds of men that will, not just men, but women do this too, but mainly the women are, mainly if a woman contacts me out in public, it's mainly because of my YouTube channel. They see my magnets on my car, or I might reach out to them and say hello and get a conversation going with them. So, but as far as men goes, and it doesn't mean that they're actually necessarily single. They could be, I've met many a men since I've been traveling and growing. And this is the funny part, because Starlight has been doing the inner work, and I got an awesome mentor. And if you ever need help, like I do put him in a lot of videos, like I just did yesterday. It's actually today's video. Sorry about that. I made the video yesterday, but I couldn't upload it because I was having internet problems. So if you don't see a video out right away, it's more than likely that Starlight's having some kind of issue uploading those videos. So I apologize, for videos being late, because that's exactly what happened yesterday. I was like, because I go in different areas to get ready for the night, and sometimes just things are not working out good for me as far as my videos getting uploaded. And so anyway, now with Infinite Waters is where the channel is for my mentor, and that's Ralph Smart. So you could get a whole lot of help from him, so if you really, really like to dive deep, you could check him out. And on that note is what I was talking about, back to the topic, is me, Starlight, being a beautiful lady and being out in public and being in a situation and having those stickers on my car. I don't even have to have stickers on my car. And I sometimes think that, things have gotten for the worse out in the world as far as men getting hooked up with women and women getting not hooked up, but there's all kinds of different relationships, but I don't want to say hooked up. But you wonder, is there anybody even interested in like finding the one, whether it's a female or a male, to get married? That's all Starlight's interested in. I'm not anything other than that. Of course, I'm not going to get married right away. I did that a long time ago. But, that was not that I got married. It just, I laugh. I can't even go into that topic right now. But anyway, sorry about that. So I'm only interested in finding that one that I'm meant to be with, to get legally married to, is what I really want to say, so we'll continue on this topic. But I'm amazed though, because I do put in my videos, the best way to really, 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 really meet people is, hey, when you're out in public, and where there's times I do see men where they look like they kind of wanted to come towards me, but they weren't brave enough to actually do it. Something actually stopped them. You can actually see it, like a mile away. They're curious. They want to come and say hi to you, but they don't and they kind of go on their own way, so men or women, some women might actually watch this video, but this is mainly aimed for any man out there, whether you're married or not. So so as far as like men go, is I'm amazed though. I have had many men reach out to me out in public anywhere. I mean, it could be in a store, it could be outside, it could be anywhere in any given situation. I've had funny stories that I put on my YouTube channel. You can always check those out. Like I think one of the topics was Believe It or Not topic. That was a funny story. So it is interesting because God, the universe, knows how you men are. And God knows how the women are. God knows you personally. God might know you more than you know yourself, which is true. God knows you more than you know yourself. God knows what you're thinking right now as you watch this funny video. I say funny because it is kind of funny. Starlight's laughing. So anyway, so how many of you guys are that guy, or that man, whatever label you like to be called, is how many of you are brave enough when you see a chick out there, or a lady or a woman or whatever you name, that you call us women or ladies? I don't like the word woman. So how many of you are brave enough to say, you know what, there's something about that lady, she's beautiful or pretty or cute or whatever your description is for her, and you're drawn to her because her outward appearance, you're just the way she dresses, maybe the way she moves, what is she doing, I know there's so many different things a lady could be doing that could draw a man in, like with my car, the sticker. I get men all the time because like sometimes men are waiting for me. I go in the store and my car is just sitting in the parking lot. So they are waiting for me to get out of the store so they can find out who this chick is with this YouTube channel, to bring up a conversation because they see my picture on the magnet, so I get that many times. So the funny thing is, so some of you guys are saying, yes, are you that guy that will go up to not that we're strange. Are we strange, guys? Me, I have to laugh, but how many of you men or, guys will go up to a lady out in public, no matter where? She might be doing, like I've had this before in my past, is I was doing yoga, and then I had a man, and then we ended up talking, and I was getting the help, I was helping him out, because of my YouTube channel. And he was going through a lot, and I decided I had to move on out of that area. But so I gotten a lot of contacts with a lot of men, and so how many of you actually are that brave man or guy that will go up to a lady? Hopefully you're single, where you're like, I want to know more about her. That one right there. For some reason you're drawn into her, and yes, these women, the one that I'm talking about, are cute, beautiful, pretty, or whatever. And so God is, some people don't really know God enough, but I have to say, God has a sense of humor. Yes, God has a sense of humor. How do I know that? Because God created Starlight. So yes, God has a sense of humor, and this video is to kind of let you guys know, is to, especially the ones that go by the outward appearance, like on women, saying, wow, she's beautiful. I just gotta I want to get to know that one. And you might get brave enough, or maybe some of you have no problem, like, and you might have even went online and studied how to do this and how to do that with women, so you might have been practicing on this for a while, because I know guys do this, how to, introduce yourself to a strange lady out in public. I don't know. Do you study that? Do you look that up? How do you represent yourself, meeting someone that you don't know, but something, it could be something like if I was doing yoga, and you're like, hey, I love yoga. Like I got to go and talk to her because we already got something in common. Or maybe she's out hiking like Starlight is all the time. And you're like, hey, I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to talk to this lady, you know, get to know her. And so anyway, on that is I've had all different types of men, no matter the age, their looks, their race, what else? Their background or any of that, you know. I've even had homeless men, you know, all different types of men that have introduced themselves to Starlight. Absolutely. You know, all different types, shapes and sizes, everything under the sun that you can think of, yes. So it's not only good looking guys that come to Starlight, it's every type of guy that comes to Starlight, you know, to get a conversation going with her, whether they're interested or they just want to say hello or whatever. So are you that type that is brave enough? And if you are, you know, I would like to say good going. You know, I'm really proud of you that you are brave, that, you know, this is what we need really if you're going to really find out about somebody, is be brave, you know. You know, like my mentor told me before, you got like so many seconds and, you know, she could be gone and you never see her again. And that goes even with women, you know. So don't let fear stop you from possibly, hey, that girl, you know, or that guy, you know, because some women might actually check this video out and get a giggle, is that, you know, is if you know, like if you're really desiring to get married to somebody, you know, be brave, and you got to have a plan though. What are you going to say? How are you going to introduce yourself? Are you going to overdo it and scare her? Or, you know, like, how are you going to represent yourself? And some of the guys that, you know, I give credit, I'm like, you know what? You did everything the right way when you came to me, and I give them credit when they actually did things the right way. I'm like, hey, good job. You know, you didn't scare me away. You didn't overdo it. You didn't, you know, so there is a, you know, a certain way that you want to actually, if you do this out in public where you see a girl and, you know, like I said, it could be that you have something in common. You know, you're at the same place. You know, like it could even be bowling. Maybe you both like to go bowling. Starlight is really good at bowling. You want to go bowling? So, or even pool. You know, Starlight loves to go pool. I just don't like the barroom scene. So, you might find somebody, and you gotta, this video is because it is kind of funny, is God knows you guys well enough to know if you just go out and pick out the pretty girls out there, or the beautiful girls, or the cute looking girls, you know. And the other day I actually was wearing a pretty pink short and top, which I had beads for the straps for my shoulders. You know, they have beads on it, and I made videos with that particular top and video recently, and it's a cute pretty pink outfit that I wear. And so anyway, here Starlight was wearing this on a couple of days ago actually, and I went to this beautiful park where I made videos, and I couldn't believe, I mean, I'm sitting on the bench and I'm doing stuff, I couldn't believe how many men came to me in that one night, just in the nighttime. I'm not even talking about the whole day. I'm talking about just in that night frame. You know, I only was sitting in that park for maybe 2 or 3 hours. So in 2 to 3 hours, I had all different types of men, you know, coming where I was at the bench, you know, introducing themselves. And it is funny, this one man, you know, it's kind of funny, I got to kind of laugh, giggle, is this, I was walking towards a man on the bike trail, and there's, you know, of course the man was walking towards me, and I could see, you know, like far distance that he was definitely checking Starlight out. And as I got closer, he's like, wow, you are very cute, you know. And so that is just not, that is really not the way you want to really set things up as far as, you know, desiring to be with a girl to get married. Absolutely not. Because as a female goes, that is like a huge red flag. But we're going to continue with the story. So anyway, he's like, wow, you are really cute. And so in this video, I'm just explaining these kind of things to you. And Starlight knows that she's beautiful. It's just that Starlight is outgrown that stage of, like having a man say how beautiful I am. I have been taught, like, because of my mentor, is that sometimes it's like the worst way you can actually introduce yourself to a female, because they want to hear more than how they look. And anyway, with this particular male is, we got talking, and, then I was ready to sit down on the bench, because that's exactly where he was, actually near. And that's where I was heading to, is that bench. And I got my bench all ready with my blanket and my stuff. And he was starting a conversation with me. And I'll tell you what, it was so funny, is because I told him, he asked me certain questions, and I said, I am on a mission for God. And he's like, whoa, okay, wow, and I always get that response from most people, is they're kind of impressed that I say that, because not very many people would really open up to people like that and say that. And so I told him, I said, yeah, I said, God sent me here. I'm from New York. And the funny part is that he wanted to know about my YouTube channel, and most guys will do that. They will play the game, or some of them might be actually serious and really wants to know what Starlight's YouTube video is. But I do meet many of them out there that they might not be a YouTuber like I am, that likes to watch videos that will help me grow on YouTube. So there's some people out there that they are not interested in YouTube at all, but they will act like they're interested in my YouTube channel, even though they more than likely are not even going to watch anything on my YouTube channel. But this man, I got talking with him, and so he asked me a question about, like, with God and stuff, and I looked at him, and I'm like, I'm being honest with him. I said, oh, on my YouTube channel, I don't inspire people to go to church. And he was blown off by that. Well, wow, and I told him why. I said, well, most of the churches, I said, that they take our free will away. And God gave us a free will, to decide on our own what is right or wrong in our own life. And it's not right for a church to take our free will away. And then he said he disagreed with my statement as far as what I was saying about the churches. And then he mentioned about something about Catholic. And then, I have gone to a Catholic church in the past, and then I said, oh, well, then there's this other thing about churches. And I mentioned how, there's other churches that are after the people's money, and then that's where he agreed. He's like, yes, I agree to that, statement. But only in a few minutes time, bam. See, he didn't know he was set up for a fall. God, God uses Starlight because of her looks to pull men in. And men don't see it coming. They just see this pretty girl, and most pretty girls are beautiful girls. A lot of times men think that girls that look pretty or beautiful are dumb or stupid. And this man, after he realized that, this was not going anywhere for him, as far as the conversation was going, is that he's like, wow, he goes, I really wanted to go out with you. And, here we didn't even know each other, but instantly he wanted to go out with me. But then he realized, like, wow, you would be too much for me. So this is why I wanted, wow, look at this. This is beautiful. I popped out at a good place here. So you really got to really think, just because she's beautiful, it doesn't mean that she doesn't have a brain, or she doesn't have, like, something to say. And so that guy, and I, I laugh because this has happened many times with Starlight, as far as men introducing themselves to me, because is that I am working on myself. So really what ends up happening is normally men that really don't have any interest in working on themselves, they don't stick around because they're like, because they know what that means. That means that Starlight, I let a lot of people know when I meet them, not every single time, but I will let them know that I got a clean lifestyle. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes. My diet, I'm close to being a vegan diet, having a vegan diet. I'm kind of like a veggie vegan. What is there, veg-veg? I don't know what you would put that together. But, and then I let them know that I like to do yoga, meditate, and normally if I describe all these things, boom, where did he go? They disappear. So, men, be careful, that, God might set you up out there God's like, yeah, because this has happened many times with Starlight, and I'm not here to boast on my looks because I understand 100%. It doesn't matter about my outward beauty. It's all about the inward beauty and, what I'm doing in my life as far as growing to be the change that I want to see in the world. And this is where, God does have a funny sense of humor because God knows all of you and knows if you're that kind of guy that goes out, and just goes to the women that are beautiful, pretty, or cute, like that man there the other day. And I just laughed it off. I was like, because Starlight is really only interested in a man that's actually been doing the work on himself. I want to stay focused on the things I desire. So a man that has been working on himself, a man that, is eating healthy and exercising, getting out in nature, and working on either being that change in the world or becoming his greatest version, So I know some of you I already just lost right there. There's a turtle up here, I think. So, so be careful, guys. You might come up to another lady out there in public like Starlight, where outward, and you do have to really be, look at the turtle's like backing up, like, what the heck? Are you on a YouTube channel? You're going to be famous, Mr. Turtle. We're going to call you George. I don't know what number we're on now, but yeah, you got to watch out, guys, because just because a girl is beautiful on the outside, you just never know what's going to come out of her mouth, what she's going to say to you, and can you handle it? Can you actually, stay there and really keep on continuing with that conversation? Would you even have a chance with her? So, and just because somebody is beautiful, that does not mean that they're beautiful inside. Starlight has the balance of both. I am I would have to say my inward is much better than the outward. I love who I am inside, because I have been working on myself, and I have to say thank you to my mentor on that to help me about self-love, so if you, really desire to be with someone, special, and they don't have to be beautiful on the outside. There's a lot of women that they might not so much like it if you go to them and say, oh, I seen you and you're so beautiful. They want to actually hear something more than that. Most of the women actually do know that they are already beautiful, and they would like to hear something other than, wow, your outward appearance is beautiful. Well, you could get pulled in, and I've met a lot of rude, cold-hearted women out. Believe me, I started off when I was younger, I'm not going to mention the person, but when I was a kid, I met, not that she was beautiful on the outward, it just that I have met some really cold-hearted women out in the world. And so she could look beautiful. Matter of fact, the other day I seen something odd. It was just like something was not cool, you know, something that, you know, there's something fishy going on here. And, you know, there's some beautiful women. I just seen this the other day, and I'm like, there's something off. There's something off, you know. It was a really well-dressed, beautiful lady. And, hang on, I gotta go backtrack here. Is, not saying that she couldn't be in love with the man that she was walking with, but, you know, I overheard their conversation, and you definitely got to watch out for some beautiful women out there, because Starlight is not this girl. I'm very honest with people, and I've had lots of people help me along the way as far as on this YouTube channel and being in this situation. But guys, watch out, you know, because there are women out there. And I'm not saying the lady that I seen the other day it was doing this, but just red flags was going off the whole time. And I'm like, there's something really wrong with this picture here. You know, I sense things, and sometimes we can actually sense things out in the public view that is not, something's off. But sometimes men could easily get deceived on a beautiful woman, and she might be tricking him and building his confidence up. And you know, the whole question, she might just be after his money, you know, where not all women are like this, but there's plenty of them out there, just like men, that are after women's money these days than there was before. So watch out, guys, you know, because, you know, that beauty can get, you know, I learned that when I was younger, is even when I thought, when I started out, I thought, oh yeah, just go out with a good looking guys, you know, no way, not this chick anymore. I don't, you know, believe me, my family has laughed at me so many times of my taste in men in the past. So, you know, so you do have to watch out for going out and just saying, oh yeah, that's a beautiful one, I'll go and introduce myself. Watch out, because some of those women are really smart, and they see you coming a mile away. This turtle doesn't know. Should I go to the left or right? Hi, baby. Starlight doesn't have any food. Only an orange. I don't think you're going to eat an orange. But anyway, I am so sorry that this is so long, but it is, you know, I try to build you up to it, and I know I repeat some of the same stuff. But really, watch out. You can meet a starlight out there, and if you're not ready for it, you know, it could really hit you hard, where you're like, ugh, you know, this girl is too much for me. She's actually, you know, working on herself, and, you know, what do I have to offer her? Sorry, I'm trying to get the right lighting. So, you know, God has put lots and lots of men on my path from New York out here, and when I see you coming, bam, I am gonna give it to you. I'm gonna like, all right, God's given me, you know, some toys to play with right here. So watch out for girls like Starlight, because if she thinks that you're just interested in her because of her outer beauty, you are in for a ride. So anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can also share these videos. Hey, if you got a guy that's, you know, you're hanging out with him all the time, and it's like, dude, you know, you're always going out, you know, like chasing all these beautiful women. Well, maybe I ought to just not give him the video, you know? Because God will, like, God has a sense of humor. God does. God puts women like me in other men's paths, so then, you know, they don't know what they're chasing after sometimes, to be a little shocked when they meet Starlight. And anyway, besides sharing, oh yeah, my little bell is, you can also ring the notification bell. Plus, you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I do love all of you guys. Just watch out for those ones out there. You're like, that one looks like an easy one. Maybe not. So anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.